Hey, welcome back to Standing with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I'm not gonna keep you very long. We just got back from Art Space, and I got a message today from our usual folks that come every Friday, but they're also in like the college class. And I said in the beginning, I was like, "Are you guys gonna get sick of us anyway?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna stay home." And I'm like, "Cool, that's fine." And I almost canceled. I was like this close to canceling, and I was like, "No." And so I quick put it in Facebook that we were going to be there today. Guess what? We made so much money today. There was a group of kiddos who came. I mean, money's important for us, okay? So they are at a school in town, and it's really interesting because it is called an Indian school. And if you have learned about the, what is the word? Is it Indian schools? I mean, this is like, and I fucking saw them on Facebook like last week, and they were like showcasing some of the art stuff that they were doing, specifically like pottery, right? Like good art. I'm watching Hunger Games. It's free again on YouTube. Anyway, so it was like a big group of kids, and the person that was with them, and they're all native, and they live at the school, which I thought was very interesting. But it is run by Mormons, or the Church of Latter-day Saints. Now, I'm sharing because the woman who was like the facilitator and brought them with, she said that she lives with them in the dorm. She herself is also native. And when I saw it on Facebook, I was really interested because I'm like, it said that there was a native, like the art teacher was also native. So I'm like, good, at least they're all native folks supporting, these kids, right? Regardless of whether or not there's religion, that's the way it should be. It should be like that. So anyway, she was really interested in the things that I'm doing and offering. And some of them might come to the camp because we're not full on the camp. And so I was like, yeah, you totally can come. I mean, I don't really have a limit, except I only have a certain amount of bags, but like the bags aren't, that's not a deal breaker to not let folks come. And so, yeah, it was really interesting. And also there was a huge spider in the kitchen sink, and I don't know if I told you, but there was a big spider. Not as big, but there was a big spider in one of the sinks in the art room in college too, a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. And so I said something. I was like, is anyone good with spiders? Would anyone want to like take this outside? Because it was huge. Like with its legs, it was like this big. It was way too big for comfort. And like when they get stuck in the sink, I don't think they can get out because they can't get any traction. So anyway, there was a guy who helped me out, and he took it outside. And I'm like, oh my gosh, amazing. So it was really sweet, and I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities there. And that's what I wanted to talk about. I think it's really important, and I will not say no to those opportunities. I'm really excited about working with them, and we listened to Bob Marley, so there's a little bit of subliminal messaging. I appreciate that. I was the DJ. But yeah, I really thought that was interesting. And like, we were talking, and the kids were all super self-directed. And apparently this school has like a ranch, so they get to work with horses. They have a pottery stuff, so that, they've got a kiln. Those are like thousands of dollars. And then I'm like, oh, it's the church, right? Of Mormons. They're very wealthy, like very wealthy as like a people. There's a lot of wealth there. So anyway, I was like, awesome. And like we got paid good. There were a few of them that bought stuff from the store. And I'm really excited because I almost canceled. And so regardless, like I'm not Mormon by any means, but I really kind of needed a God moment because I needed money to pay rent for that space. I have 3 bills coming out. My mom cut me off, so I don't have what I'm used to having right now. And so she literally handed me exactly the amount of rent for their admission into the space. It was a big group. So I was like, oh my gosh, yay. So we're good, and that felt like a God moment, call it what you will, but I really feel like the universe will always provide. I've been getting a lot in my tarot readings that I like see other people making, and other readers that I follow say, like, there's going to be an opportunity. Don't say no to whatever this opportunity is. It might feel like something you feel weird about. And so then after, you know, she was like, would you want to do this? Because, like, some of the big kids, so it was like middle school to high school, but like she said that the little ones can't leave campus. And so I'm like, you know, told her, I'm like, this is my work because I want to bring my son with me. And so, you know, I'm like, as long as he can come with me, like, we're cool, you know, like, we're good. So yeah, it was really sweet. And I'm just really glad because I don't know how my energy would have been if our usual folks were there. I feel like we wouldn't have had enough space. And Niall did really good today. He went to the supply table and like grabbed his own stuff. And so he was working on something when they all came in. And then like their vibe was just so chill. Everyone was super chill and respectful. And it was really good. It was really good. I'm really glad. Like a group of 9. Like it was really good. And like the other group is usually, but like I'm glad that the other folks weren't there. And it just like, sometimes things like are just so perfect, you know? And so yeah, we exchanged numbers and stuff, and we'll see. As far as like trying to be like, I don't want to be indoctrinated into the church. But you know what? I think that it would be a really good idea to get the Mormons on my good side, honestly. So yeah, there's a pretty high Mormon population, and I find it fascinating. And I also think that it's just really important to be in those spaces as someone who's not affected. I don't want to use harsher words. As someone who's not affected by those spaces, I think it's important for folks to be in those spaces, you know? Like, I grew up very religious. I understand how religion works to a very interesting degree. I have a cousin-in-law who grew up Mormon. It's all fine and dandy, but there's definitely, especially for people of color and, you know, Native folks who are, like, this is their land, and, you know, who do you think took that land? Why do you think there is a Mormon population here? Why do you think they have so much money? Okay, let's keep it real. I would love to be in those spaces, respectfully, on all sides. I feel like it would just be a really good opportunity, though. And yeah, I think it would be really fun for us. They were a really great group. They really were. Anyway, okay, moving on. We are going to talk about birthday stuff. So we're going to be doing balloon art on the last week of college. So I just bought, like, I got Temu today. I bought probably way too many balloons, but we'll use them for the birthday party too. We got cotton candy things for the party. And then if you've been here for Wake, Bake, and Make, you know that I was attempting to make, past Ashley was pretty gun-ho in the beginning stages of birthday planning to make the concessions out of styrofoam. Those have been in the trash. I know, I'm a horrible person. It wasn't working out. The cat started scratching at them. It was not a good situation. So unfortunately, I did have to throw that styrofoam away, but not with bad intention. Also got the tablecloths I need for the art show. But anyway, moving on. Instead of doing, you're not going to be able to see them. Instead of doing styrofoam, you know what? There was supposed to be a fucking blower upper with those balloons. I specifically bought a certain kind. I'm going to go buy that at Walmart. God damn it. Oh, we got tickets for the party. And then I opted for balloons for concessions. So this one's cotton candy. And these are big. They're like 2 feet. This one is a piece of pizza. This one's popcorn. And this one is, I think, hot dog, hamburger, and some stars. So we opted for balloons instead of making styrofoam. I think it's cool, but I'm past it. I mean, that was before I planned anything else, okay? I've already given him the big gifts. So, you know, it is what it is. The party is going to be a party anyway. baby daddy's like I sent him the invitation I made. He's like, oh, why doesn't it say barbecue? I said, because I'm not barbecuing. He's like, I am. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, we're not doing that. We're going to pop some popcorn and make some cotton candy. And the kids are going to be fucking happy. We're not feeding everybody. Like, we're inviting everyone from class. I'm inviting siblings and parentals. That's way too many people. We can't afford that. Where do you think we are? Fucking Hilton's? Anyway, we got a ton of these. So those are regular, and these are like metallic. But yeah, this one was supposed to come. Temu and the false advertising. They get me every time. Alright. Thanks for listening. I'm really happy with my God moment today. Again, I don't believe in one singular patriarch God, which is what most of these religions are. But I am really grateful for how the universe aligned me with that, because, again, I think it's really important to be in those spaces if it's available. And, yeah. Just remember that the levels of indoctrination are varying, and everything is not black and white. There is lots of overlap, and what is the word? Intersectionality. Everyone's at different places in their own oppression and the oppression of others, myself included, and you too. So, I'm really grateful. I just remembered that I have to feed the animals. So anyway, have a good one.